Oh, okay.
All right. So, according to Ms. Freda, we are on chapter 30, verse 34.
Chapter 30, verse 34.
I'm going to have to get up in 8 minutes because I'm roasting vegetables. So, just so I apologize ahead of time.
And I may have to get up at any point to God knows what.
It's 30. You know, my book goes from Exodus 29. Oh, I see. Okay. You said 30, what chapter? What's the verse?
34.
30.
That is.
You have to excuse me a minute. Sorry. Oh,
I don't see that at all. Are we still in Exodus?
Yes, Exodus 30, 34.
I don't know why I can't find that. Right after 30, it jumps to Haftorah for Zaveh. And then it goes to chapter 43
No, it doesn't.
in my book.
What book? What chapter 43 of what book?
Eitz Chaim.
No. Chapter 43 of what book? Look at the top of the page. What book?
Oh, Ezekiel.
So that's the Haftarah. Keep going.
Then it goes to Kitesa, and it goes back to Exodus.
Right.
Okay, I see. Okay. So 30, 34. Okay, got it.
Beautiful. All right. Would you like to read a little bit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sure. Is your mom coming back?
Yes.
yes, here I come.
You can
Oh,
go ahead, Lenore.
Okay. And the Lord said to Moses, take the herbs, Sakti, Onycha, and Goldanum. These herbs together with pure frankincense. Let there be an equal part of each. Do you want me to go on the next chapter?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's not the next chapter, the next verse.
I said next verse.
Maybe another 2 verses or so.
Okay. Make them into incense, a compound expertly blended, refined, sacred. Beat some of it into powder and put some before the pact in the tent of meeting. Where I will meet with you, and it shall be most helpful to you.
Holy.
I'm sorry, holy to you.
What are these? What are these herbs?
I was looking at that. I can't figure that out.
Yeah, stockte.
I never heard of anything like that.
No, neither have I. Not tough. Let's see.
Can you look it up or not?
Yeah, sure. I'll look it up. Stockte. Oh, I thought stockte oil. Let's see. Stockte. That might have been the sweet. Okay, in Hebrew it's called nataf, and it's names for one component of the Solomon's temple incense. Yeah. Okay.
So it's related to incense.
An unspecified gum resin that was mixed at the Hebrew word nataf means drop, corresponding to drops of water. The Septuagint translates nataf as stakte, a Greek word meaning an oozing substance, which refers to various viscous liquids, including myrrh. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel explained, Stakta is simply the sap that drips from the tapping of the wood of the balsam tree. It is not exactly clear from what plant nataf was derived. It might have been a myrrh extract of the highest grade.
What was myrrh?
Myrrh is another spice.
I've heard of myrrh, but I don't know where it was coming from.
Isn't that the song? Frankincense and myrrh and stuff like that?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, wait, I'm taking my broccoli out. Hold on a second.
that's what the Three Kings brought.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, I have 30 people coming over for Shabbos dinner, so I'm just cooking and cooking while we learn.
Is that for tomorrow night?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Well, your house won't smell from the broccoli tomorrow night.
What'd you say?
I said your house won't smell from the broccoli tomorrow night.
No, but it smells now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're doing it at the right time, so your
It's-
guests won't get it.
It's now, but I have the window open, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. You know what stinks even worse than broccoli is when Heather does cauliflower.
Oh, cauliflower. Yeah, that's pretty bad too.
Delicious, but stinky. Okay, so we don't know really what stock is, but that's okay. So let's see. That's Forno. Let's see. Rashi says that it's balsam. In Old French, it is called gomme, or English gum. Okay.
Isn't it strange that we never have heard of any of those?
Yeah, I know. Ushchelet is the second one. And it's the root of a fragrant herb, smooth and transparent like a fingernail. In the language of the Mishnah, it is called tzfuran, a nail. Okay.
You said the second one, but this book says onitra.
Yeah. This is the Hebrew I'm reading. So the last one, chalvona or chelbana, the malodorous spice, which is called galbanum. Scripture enumerates it among the spices of the incense to teach us that we should not regard as a light thing the duty of associating with ourselves when we band together for fasts or prayers Israelites who are transgressors. What? That they should be counted on as ourselves. What does that mean?
They should not be, what should not be counted as transgressors?
I'm not sure. Galbanum. Let me look up what galbanum is.
Well, Rashi also says it's a spice whose smell is foul. Does that help?
Whose smell is what? Say it again.
Whose smell is what? Galbanum is a spice whose smell is foul. Could that represent the people?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Why would you want it then?
To represent those among us that we would not normally be counting among us.
It has a disagreeable, bitter taste, a peculiar, somewhat musky odor, an intense green scent, and a specific gravity.
Oh my God!
You can actually buy it. When I Googled it, the first thing that came up was shop for galbanum on Google.
Really?
You can get galbanum oil. Rocky Mountain oils of the Bible.
Oh.
That's almost funny. Rocky Mountain oils of the Bible.
Galbanum is not anything new for us. It has been known since the times of ancient Roman and Greek civilizations, where it was burnt in incense sticks, mixed in bathwater, used in skin balms, and as a perfume. The fresh, earthy, and woody aroma of this oil brings pleasure to both the mind and soul.
Oh, so its smell could be when it was on fire, as part of an incense. The smell was different from, I suppose, the root or whatever.
It helps to cure arthritis and rheumatism. It improves blood circulation to the body. It relieves spasms, Reduces scar marks. Wow. It can act as a.
I wonder who's written that. That's really.
It can act as a decongestant.
Oh, I could use that today. Oh my goodness.
You name it, it's in that list.
I guess I know everything, right? It does everything. I know. They're clearly trying to sell this.
My kids laugh at those things so much.
Yeah. No, I know.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
But basically their medicine, I'm sure, around this time was all just roots and things like that. And if it helped one person who had congestion, then they would say it was good for congestion.
Right. So, but getting back to the Rashi, so let's go with this idea that it has kind of a foul smell.
Yeah.
That we should not regard as light the duty that we have to associate ourselves with when we're banding together for fasts and prayers. We should associate and invite in Israelites who are transgressors. They should be counted as we are counted.
Yeah.
So that reminds me of on Kol Nidre, right? When we say with the permission of the court above and the permission of the court below, we are permitted to pray with those who have transgressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice. Let's see if Sforno has anything to say.
Yeah, well, I was looking in Sforno to see what he had to say, and I didn't get too much. There was a lot about how the different spices were mixed together and the art of the compounder so that you could not tell one from the other.
Yeah.
And they made sure that the spices were clean of all refuse. But
yeah, nothing much else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that there were 11 spices which the sages enumerated for the compounding of the incense.
Yeah, I wonder why that's important. I saw that.
Yeah. Well, because numbers are important, right?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering what the significance of that number is.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's anything near the way they make incense today.
I don't know.
Is this a recipe? Is this a recipe for the incense to be made repeatedly or just the first time?
You mean they want to go through this some more?
No, it says, "This shall be an anointing oil sacred to me throughout the ages." So the way I understand that is that
forever.
Yeah, they have to keep. We have to keep making it.
Well, then this is the recipe for continuing.
Yeah.
The churches that use so much incense, you wonder if they follow any of this.
I wonder if they have a special kinds of incense they have to use. That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
And do they ever use these sort of ancient recipes?
It always smells the same whenever you've been there and you can smell it. It smells the same all the time.
Church incense. Oh, they have. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at a site called CatholicCompany.com, and they quote as to why they use incense. They quote from what we're reading right now, actually, and they quote this specific. That's funny. They quote these verses that we just read. From these passages and others, we infer that incense was a part of the ritual cleansing and purification. Yada yada yada. In fact, frankincense mentioned in the Bible is now known to have antiseptic and disinfectant properties. Da 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 da. Okay. Frankincense is one of the precious gifts that the three kings brought in homage to the baby Jesus. And in his apocalyptic visions of heaven, St. John saw incense being used in God's heavenly throne. Okay, so what? Oh, here we go. The smoke of the incense is symbolic of sanctification, purification. Okay. So new, what is it? Incense calls us to prayer. Oh, it doesn't tell us what kind of incense. That was interesting. But I don't know. Type of incense used at Mass.
Look up how to make incense. You might find it.
Frankincense. They're saying, I'm seeing frankincense. Damascus rose is used in some Eastern rites. Yeah. Pontifical incense from 3 years. Yeah, it looks like frankincense. Okay. I wonder if that's because we don't know what these others are, really.
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else here. On verse 36. All things for the purpose of speaking your place.
Do you want it read or what?
You already read this. I'm just seeing if there are any commentaries on it. Okay, I don't see anything else here. We could probably go on to verse 37.
Okay, that's what I was asking you. But when you make this incense, you must not make any in the same proportion for yourselves. It shall be held by you sacred to the Lord. Whoever makes any like it, to smell of it, shall be cut off from his kin. Wow.
So you're only allowed to make it for God. You're not allowed to, if it smells nice, you're not allowed to make any for yourself. Like, this is not incense you can just put in your bathroom to smell nice.
Yeah, that's really odd.
Why do you think it's odd?
I don't know. It's maybe taken out of context. It sounds kind of selfish if something smells good and you don't want to share it.
Right. No, I think you're right about that. The key to Milanor is back up in 36, where it says, it shall be most holy to you.
Yeah.
Kedoshim tihiu lachem. That things, the word holy really means distinct or separate. And so the idea that this particular blend of spices should be separate and distinct only for God makes sense, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I agree with you that it feels a little selfish. Mom, what are you looking at? You're looking intently. Oh, okay. What are you doing? You can't hear me.
You can't hear.
Why can't you hear me? You're just dancing. Say something, Mom. Say something. And she's gone.
That's weird.
Now she'll be back. She logged off. She's going to log back on.
Huh.
Because she lost her connection, I'm sure. All right, so in a moment we'll start 32. Oh, finally we're getting to something different. Not spices. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting sick of I was getting sick of all these details.
It's really from your influence, because I never picked up Torah before and read it as such. We never did this in Hebrew school. We never parsed chapters or anything like that. And it's all sort of new to me. And even so far as it went back actually to the other temple I used to belong to, because he also did different parts of the Torah, for not as intently or broken down so much. But I have a hard time with a lot of it, because it just seems so, I hate to use the word off base, but it just doesn't feel like today. It feels so different.
Well, yes, it is different, right? I mean, it's 2,000 years different, or 3,000 years different, right?
And it's, yeah, I mean, I can put that into perspective to say it's interesting to read. How do I feel about these things now? And some of them I just want to say, they're garbage, and some of them are kind of interesting to think about. But
right. So no, that's you're absolutely right, Lenore. I agree with you 100%. I mean, that's really the challenge of this: is how do we take these ancient texts, these ancient ideas, and give them or find in them relevancy for today? It's very tricky. Very, very tricky.
It's more than that. And it brings me back here. I just had that big birthday, and I'm thinking, my grandparents all passed away in this vicinity, this age sort of. And I'm thinking of my father's father. He used to sit there with the Torah, and we'd be walk into the house, and he's sitting there on the dining room table with his Torah, and he's reading. That's what he's doing. He's reading it. And he obviously, of course, he read Hebrew. He spoke English, and he used to trail back off to Yiddish. But he was thoroughly voiced in all this. And I keep thinking, what from that stuff did he really understand? And were the prayers just because they came off his lips? I can't figure it out. I never could. I was a little child, and I wondered that.
I think for a lot of people, the prayers just roll off our lips, and we don't always think about them.
They do with the melodies of that.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I'm doing this Bible. We started this Bible, I think 5-6 years ago, whatever it was, because I realized after 5 years of rabbinical school, I hadn't even read the entire Bible from cover to cover. That's why this started. So, yeah.
Well, I compare you to the other rabbis who did delve in pieces here and there, and then some who, and up until recently, people who do seem to have, whether they're conservative, none of them are Orthodox, but conservative or Reform, all of them who have interpreted Torah that we've heard, they're like, it was refreshing to me to start with you, because you sort of gave everybody a chance to give a lot of input, which is maybe good for beginners. I have to consider myself. But there are people there who I feel so inferior to, because they know these same things. Something is read, and then the instructor, the teacher, the rabbi, the cantor, whoever it is, discusses it fully and with all this back knowledge, and it drives me nuts, because I don't, I wasn't there before. I wasn't reading it, and I have to pick it up from where I am. And sometimes I'm very happy doing that, and I always come away saying, well, I learned something. But, sometimes it's difficult. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, my mother is trying to get back in, but she's having trouble for some reason.
Well, I don't think, it's not fair to go ahead without her.
Where is she?
Have you heard anything from any of the men who, like that Andrew, or?
No, I haven't spoken to Andrew lately. I'm sorry?
No, I say he used to pop in. It's nice sometimes to hear some,
Oh, absolutely, sure. All right, let me see if I can't find my mother. Give me a moment here. All right, mother, where are you?
Are you still with Sherry Kodesh or no?
I'm sorry?
Are you still with Sherry Kodesh or no?
I am doing work with Shari Kodesh. I am indeed.
Okay.
Where is my mom? She disappeared. She is gone.